I call it high realism spirit because you're moved as an artist. You're moved by the spirit to do this painting, and no matter how you do it and how it looks, it you can't put it you can't put words to it that are confined to what artists or art people, the art world says this is art. This is not art. This is just scribbling. Well, if the artist felt it was art, and art is creative. Art isn't. This is what this should be. This is what this should be. It
really is open ended.
Yeah, I mean, little kids do art, and a lot of times, a little kid, a 3-year-old or 4-year-old kid, does some art, and it should be framed and put on a wall.
Really?
Because there's an energy that he's used. There's that energy coming through that
they're
child.
emotionally involved in what they're doing.
They are.
We've actually taken art from our children growing up, and it's on our walls.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not many people stop and stare at it and give it a good
Well, I do. I go, why did I put that there?
Yeah.
I have a painting. It's called Art. That's not art. And that's because as I sat on a beach down in Key West, Florida, and I had this little shack down there, and I had these paintings sitting out on easels. And every now and again, someone would walk by and use that term. They'd look at my abstract pieces and go, art. That's not art.
Really?
So I finally did a painting that said that.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
But it's also color, and it's texture, and abstract.
I think I truly believe I'm moved by the spirit. There's something in my mind that connects with colors. Mm-hmm. I might see something and go, wow, that's a cool color combination there. And sometimes it's music. Sometimes, rarely is it someone other than Van Morrison, but Van Morrison's music makes me think of a colorful painting.
Really?
Interesting.
And it lives in my brain until I can get it out onto the canvas. And sometimes it takes a year and a half for me to one painting I've done, it took a year and a half to realize what size of a painting I was going to paint.
Right.
And it wound up being a 5-foot by 15-foot painting.
Wow.
Which was insanity. And but I love the painting. It's in 5 pieces. It's in 5 3-foot by 5-foot pieces.
Can you explain why that took a year and a half for you to figure out what size you were going to paint?
Well, it started that I couldn't make up my mind what base color I wanted to use on that painting. And there were 5 colors that kept coming into my mind. And there wasn't really a form to do it. And it again, this was one of Van Morrison's songs called Soul. Mm-hmm. And I would listen to that song, and I would see this painting, and then there would be a different painting, and a different painting. And then I realized, oh yeah, maybe it's 5 paintings in one painting, which is what it turned out to be. Well, then I started thinking about the size of each of these paintings, what they should be, right? And for some reason, they wound up being 3-foot by 5 3-foot by 5-foot paintings.